Hey guys, welcome to Jeremy's Reviews and Opinions, and today I received something that I recently ordered online. And so I thought to myself, how can this be a reviews and opinion channel when you haven't done an unboxing? It's something you can review. So today, with me, I have the Nintendo Switch, the gray Joy-Con. Now I have taken everything out and put it back in its plastic bag because I wanted to make sure that everything was there. I wanted to make sure everything was there before I did this. Now, strangely enough, I have the European excuse me, something's in my throat. The European model. And I'm in America, so. And it took a little less than a week to get here. I ordered this on Tuesday, got it here yesterday, which was Saturday, and today is Sunday, the 20th. It's supposed to come in the 21st to the 24th. So I have the European model. Is there, unlike back in the old days of gaming consoles and stuff like this, there is no more region locks. So I can buy so now I can buy games all I want from Japan or something, the hard copies, and play them here on my Switch. Now, of course, we have the Switch console. Now, I have not turned any of this stuff on, and I'm actually hoping, as you can see, yeah, you can probably see a bunch of my fingerprints on here. That's for me just trying to figure some stuff out, like how this works and such. The kickstand I did find was a little bit hard to pop out. It was a little bit hard to pop out the first time, but now that I've popped it out once, it pops out fine. It pumps out good. Your micro SD slot goes in there. There's your micro SD card slot. I think that's your exhaust port there. Power and volume. I'm trying to set this onto the camera for y'all. And the 3.5 millimeter. No, yeah, the 3.5 millimeters there. Pop that up and lock it back in. And then next to it is where you put your physical game copies in. So that's what it looks like on the inside. Let me see if I can get a better view of it. Yeah, that's what it looks like on the inside, right like that. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this up on the kickstand and set it off on the side over here. Sorry, my mom. Now she's making me feel really weird. Don't make me close that shade! Okay, next we have the right Joy-Con. Now I have an Xbox One controller here that I use for my PC when I'm gaming. I have a wireless adapter for it, and I can plug in a cable if I need to. So I'm used to playing on this, and I'm not used to hearing that satisfying click of the Joy-Con. You can hear it. You hear that satisfying click. Let me go ahead and pull up the left Joy-Con here. It's identical in every way. They both have the click and stuff and the D-pad. The only difference is the minus and plus buttons here. That's the only difference. And one thing I like about this is when you turn it on your side, it feels like I never experienced one of these, but this is what I would think it would feel like. An NES or Super NES controller. That's what I think it would feel like. So I'm gonna go ahead and slide this on. And you should hear a click when you slide it on. Like that. Hold on, let me try it with the right Joy-Con. No, that one went a little too easy. Now I have put these on here before, so I know what I'm doing. I did a lot of this stuff last night to test it out. I wanted to make sure I was doing everything proper. Yeah, you hear that click? That's what you want to hear. Now, I have to say, this feels like a Wii U gamepad, but a zillion times more powerful. And I like how I can extend this up, and it's essentially like a mini computer. So I'm gonna set this up over here. I have another desk set next to me. It's essentially my old one. I'm not using it anymore, so it's become like a holding spot. Take the bags and just stick them back in their holes, and then it's a double layer essentially. This is where the Joy-Con system are. See, and then this is the bottom of the box. This goes right on top of it, right on top. One thing I like about how this is boxed is that you can easily stick all this in this box, stick it in the backpack, and go to like a friend's house or something, and you've got it protected. You've got it protected. That's what I like about this, it's protected. Now, standard important information guide. Only like 3 pages are in my language of English. The rest, there's German after that, and then there's a whole bunch of other languages. So, read this if you have the American version. It's probably not as thick. It's probably not as thick as this, but this is like so many languages in it. Let me see. On the front here, there's English. There's 12 plus the tech specs, the support information using the console, and let me see if I can get it zoomed in here. Focus. Let's see if it'll focus in. But this here, it's in every single language, so it takes up a lot of room. This is the standard information. You can get your tech specs and something else up there. I forgot what now it is. Your support information. So next, no, don't want to break into that yet. We have the HDMI cable. Now I have not taken this out of the bag yet, as you can tell, because it's still got the twisty tie on it. But I'll probably stick this in my living room and just leave it stuck in there, and just bring my dock with me, just stick it in there while I'm playing my living room. Now I am gonna go buy a separate dock. That's what I can go buy a separate dock. It is not dock locked. Speaking about the dock, let's actually break into the dock first. Double wrapped, of course. You got your bubble wrap on here, then you got your styrofoam wrap. I like trying to keep the styrofoam wrap inside the bubble wrap just because it's easier. And like I said, I have taken all the stuff out of it, most of the stuff out of its packaging already. The only thing I haven't taken out is one of the Joy-Con straps and the HDMI. So try and slip the styrofoam back in there, try to keep it all together. Now, this has no satisfying click, but make sure that's actually locked in there. Make sure it is locked in there when you stick it in this dock. Do not stick it in the dock without it being locked. It's got that satisfying fit in there. A little wobbly, but that's expected. Now you've got people who say that that the Switch dock easily scratches your screen. I've taken this thing out like 4 or 5 times already, not gotten a single scratch. And I'm going to show you why. I'm going to do a side-to-side view, okay? You've got your people who take it out and then they instantly flip it towards them at about this point. So it scratches the bottom of the screen. Or they take it in and out real fast and it scratches the screen. If you take it in and out really slow and you pull straight up, and then once it's clear from the dock, you can then once it's clear from the dock, then you can go like this. You can go like this, but not until it's cleared from the dock. You cannot go from this like this. So you got some people that actually, let me see if I can do it. Yeah, right about maybe about this far from the bot of the Switch being out of the dock, they will flip it towards them. Well, they'll flip it up like this so they can see the screen, so they can continue playing, and the scratching the screen is what they're doing. So they've put stuff in there, and I was talking to a friend of mine about it, and he said the same thing I did. They're taking it out, in and out, real fast, real hard, and I also said something else. Like I just said, they're flipping it so they can look at the screen too fast, too early. If they wait till they're clear, they will not scratch the screen. Jerry rigged everything now. I know he did a video on this, and he said that the screen is just a piece of plastic. Well, it's tougher than if they used the glass. It'll last longer, and it's a lot more resistant to scratches than the glass would be. So I'm going to stick this in the dock actually now since I have that out. Let's see. And then next, I'm actually going to break out the Joy-Con grip. Now I would like to get the charger version, but when I heard that that each Joy-Con on the Switch has a 20-hour battery life, I said to myself, I don't need the charging grip. I don't need it. So you essentially just slide it in. It's got the same click as you can hear there as if you were to stick it into the Nintendo Switch for both Joy-Con. It feels like an Xbox controller. A little bit different. A little bit different. I mean, Xbox controller, I mean, if you look how I'm holding my controller right here, hold on, let me see if I can get this into focus. Like this. Like this, I hold it like this, basically. I'm holding it a little different because I'm trying to show y'all. But this, when I try holding it like that, my thumb winds up hitting that stick there. It winds up hitting this stick right here, which is fine. I can get used to it. I can get used to it. I can totally get used to it. It's just another transition I would have to learn how to make. But I can easily play with this. Now I know this has been nicknamed the doggy controller, the dog ear controller, because it looks like dog ears. And I think Nintendo went with that in some of their designs. I think they took something else out of it. And then the power cable. Now, since I live in America, I obviously don't have that kind of a plug in my house. So and I thought this was ingenious. What came with it was this, an adapter, and it came already put on there like that. Already like that. So now all I have to do is just like pull it off. But this one is definitely going to stay plugged in where it is, until I buy that out of the dock. Because I know the Switch is not dock locked. Let's move the Joy-Con away from the cable section. Let's take it over there. Now, the last thing, and I did try one of these, and it is a pain in the butt. I hate these things. I have a message here for Nintendo. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know already. Because y'all have seen the videos. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's the Joy-Con strap. Now, I like the way it looks, it feels. Well, let me make sure I got this going right. You gotta unlock it. Unlock it. There's this little white deal right here you have to unlock before you can do anything. And then you just slide it on. And when you do, you'll hear I think you hear that same satisfying click. Yeah, it's not as loud, but you can still hear it. And then you just relock it. Now, it's on there pretty good. It's on there pretty good. I mean, you don't even have to lock the lock because what it does is essentially it double locks itself. You have this lock right here, that lock right there. Don't even need it because you've got this button right here, this button, and this is where it gets really hard. I don't know if this is the one I used or not, but as you just saw my face, I had a hard time getting it off. Now, I'm going to try the other Joy-Con strap with the left Joy-Con. Hold on, let me stick these bags back in their proper places so I don't have a huge mess later on. Not that I'm trying to be neat and tidy, it's that it's a lot easier to do it now than later. That goes in there. And then this was the HDMI, which goes there. And you have to make sure that it is lined up. Because if you look right here, there's a minus sign right there. It goes with this minus sign. Now I can also flip it over and use this plus with this Joy-Con. These are universal. The straps are universal. It does not matter which Joy-Con it goes on which. So you have to make sure that it is lined up with the right one, or you will get this stuck and it'll be next to impossible to get off. So as I said before, you unlock it and then you just slide it on, and I'll be quiet for this one. You can hear it's like 3 little clicks. Now all it really does is make the SL and SR buttons, all it does is just make them taller. All it does is make them easier to press. That's all it does. So if I were playing like Mario Kart or something, I would definitely probably use this. But I would probably buy another set of Joy-Con and stick it on those and leave it. And only take it off when the Joy-Con needed to charge. That would probably be like the only time I'd take off the straps, because they're so hard to do. Now this strap, I know I've never taken off of this Joy-Con, so it's going to be extremely hard for me to do. You have to make sure that button is pressed. And did you hear that? You should have heard like a little like scratching sound. That was it disconnecting, like the where it locks in with this button, sticks in just a little too far out when you press it in, when you press it out all the way. Even though I had this already unlocked, even though I had this little lock right here already undone, it should have been a lot easier. Now it does get easier the more and more I do it. I mean, pretty standard stuff. So I'm just gonna stick these on my shelf up here and probably never take them out again. Probably never. So that's that for the unboxing. Now let me stick my box somewhere. Now, like I said before, I have the European box, which is fine. I never expected to get the European box. I expected to get the American box. I've been looking for one in America. I finally found it on the internet. If you look up here, I don't know, it's not focused, but it's the EU model, which is imported into the EU from Nintendo of Europe in Frankfurt, Germany. I'm not going to put the address out there for you, but this is the EU box. It's all the same box, where you get the Japan model, the American model, the North American model, or the European model. I think that's the only 3 models I got out right now. I do not know. So set that over there. And but this does have some good, the grip here does have some good feel to it. It does have a good feel. It does have that very, very good feel to it. I mean, the button pressing is a little shallower than I'm used to, because like I said, with the Xbox Smoke Controller, I gotta, like, you can hear that button click. You can hear that. You can hear these buttons clicking. With this one here, you can hear all the buttons clicking, but it's a much quieter click. Like, if you listen, compare that's the standard X, Y, and A button compared to the Y, X, B, A button of the Nintendo Switch. It's quieter. And one thing I've also noticed, and a friend of mine has the Pro Controller for the Wii. No, the Wii U. Sorry. Wrong generation of the Wii. You have YX on top, B on the bottom. Now, since I'm used to a Xbox controller, look at the difference. The X's and the Y's and the B's and the A's are switched. The Nintendo switched them. And it's the same thing with the Wii U Pro Controller. They stayed consistent. And I like that. They stay consistent. Now, one of the controllers I really hate is the DualShocks. I mean, it's not because I'm not a PlayStation hater. It's that I don't really like the way it's designed. It's essentially, you've got your sticks on the bottom here with a bar in between, and you got your D-pad and X, Y button and your circle, square, triangle, X button up here, along with the D-pad up here, and your sticks are down here. So you're essentially playing sticks like this. And then you need to go up here, and you've got this bar in the middle. I don't like that, but the DualShocks were the epitome of technology when they were made. But I prefer the Xbox controller, mainly because it fits my hand better. I don't really use this right stick too much. I use the left stick, so it fits my hand better. So that's what I like about it. Now, real quick, this is not a paid deal. This is the first Nintendo console I've had in a long time. Let me see. Yeah, here it is. Nintendo DS 2nd generation. It's a Nintendo DS. It says right here, Lite. It's a second generation DS. Still works. Still plays games. Now, of course, I've dropped it so many times that you can't hear the clicks that it makes for this. And I've dropped it so many times in dirt that if you listen, you hear that grinding sound. There's so much dust and dirt in there from me dropping it. I mean, I can still have this game that nobody plays anymore. The original Mario Kart DS. No one has this game anymore. And it's got, and if you look up here, my DS is busted right there. So that's where it locks in. That's where it locks in. Now, obviously, when I play, I have to play like this. I mean, I can get back used to using the X, Y, B, and A buttons like they are here. I can get back to using them like this because I have a DS. I played DS for so long. I mean, I like this DS. I mean, I can get back to using this. I can. And it still works. It still flipping turns on. Yeah, it still turns on, and it still got my game loaded. But if I were to shake this enough and hard enough, because I'm like sometimes I get real excited while I'm playing a game, that I finally beat a level that I've been trying to beat for months. I'll get excited. I'll start jiggling my DS. Sometimes this will, like, if I don't play like this, like this, my DS will, like, if I'm playing like this, it'll flap open. Like, I have to have one finger up here at all times, or my DS will flap closed on me. Now, of course, my DS is dying because I haven't charged it in so long. I haven't even turned it on in so long. I'm surprised it still haven't turned on. I mean, it still played Game Boy Advanced games. That's what I liked about it. But here, let me see if this still has its audio working. It still works perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Still works. All the things I've dropped it so many times that the lid doesn't close, and I've got so much dust in here from years of gaming that it messes up my games. So sometimes I have to blow on the games. Another YouTuber described it as making out with your cartridge. Blow on it, yeah. Of course, it messes that up after a while, but it still worked. That was the way you did it. Let me see if I still I remember where I put it, but I have a Game Boy Color. Literally, it still works too. I just remember I got batteries, but it literally used AA batteries. It wasn't on those rechargeable batteries. You had to go buy like a battery pack yourself. Now, one thing that I do like about this right Joy-Con is the NFC touch point right here for the Amiibo is right here on this right dual stick. You just tap and go. And this IR motion sensor, it's awesome. I mean, it's got some more software updates. It probably needs to be better, but yeah, it's still good. I mean, so I'm gonna charge this thing, and I'm gonna charge it, and I do have some games that I will be playing for my gaming channel. Link down in the description below. I'm gonna get this thing charged, and I'm gonna work on setting it up today. So thank y'all for watching, and if you liked the video, please hit the like button down below. If you're new, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when I upload, because I don't know when I'm gonna be recording. Sometimes I just do a random upload like this. So thanks for watching, and bye.